What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel, and today we are going to be mixing some vocals using Waves plugins. I'm going to be using the plugins that people tend to gravitate to as soon as they get into the Waves ecosystem, the Waves plugins. So we'll use some of those, and we'll also use some of the newer plugins that they released to do some harmonies and do some really cool vocal effects to make the vocals sound thicker. I'm going to be using a splice sample based on a production that I already have, and we'll jump into creating some of these sounds and make the vocals really cut through. All right, so this is the production that we have. Let's go and quickly take a listen to what this sounds like. I'm going to take off my SonarWorks and just add a limiter right here. Even though you already have one, I'm going to add another one right here. And let's just do a quick playthrough. I'm missing the bass. When we like the, when we like to sing. When we like the, I'm missing the bass. When we like to sing. Alright, so you can see that all these vocal plugins are literally off of Splice. So let me go ahead and literally just, so these two are the effects. I'm going to bring them down right here. Let's move the drums up as well. And then what we're going to do is mute the throws, mute the effect, mute the left and right, and let's play the dry vocal by itself without any kind of effect. Now you can see that what I'm doing is I'm sending all the vocals to a vocal channel, so I do have some effects on there as well. So I literally just bypass everything, and this is what the dry vocal sounds like. I'm missing the bass. When we like the same. So it's a very, very dry vocal. What I wanted to do is I wanted to do some EQ. I'm using the Waves H EQ right here to get the vocal to sound crisp and cut through the mix. So this is what that sounds like. Let's play this. I'm missing the bass. When we like the same. Now, one of the cool things about these Waves plugins is that there are so many presets that are available. So you literally click, and I picked a vocal to preset, and then I just kind of did some of the low cuts where I wanted it to sit in the mix. Now what I also wanted to do is I wanted that hard tune effect, so I'm using Waves Tune right here. So let's play that using Waves Tune. I'm missing the bass. So you can get that auto tune type of a sound right here. Let me just bypass it and play it with and without. I'm missing the bass. That's great. Let's play it with the tuning. I'm missing the bass. Perfect. And then what I'm doing next is just adding a delay and a reverb. For the delay, I'm using the H delay. And then also for the reverb, I'm using H reverb. And then I'm using the C1 compressor to duck the sound of the reverb every time the vocals are cutting through. So it's only really kind of enunciating the effect every time the vocals are not playing. I'm missing the bass. When we like the same. All right, so then what I'm doing is I'm adding a effect on the left and the right. Now, this is a common effect that you hear in almost all the pop songs, where they take the vocal, they change the format, they change the octave, and they pretty much pan it to the right and the left. So let's see what that sounds like. And in order to achieve this, what we're doing is we're using a SoundShifter plugin right here on the left-hand side. Let's just listen to the left. And what I'm doing is I'm bringing it down an octave, and then I'm also using a vocal bender right here to change the format of the sound. So let's do that one by one. That's normal. So let's go ahead and bring it down an octave. I'm going to use it on this part. There's more vocal right here. So that is pretty much a one octave down. And then when you change the format, and then pretty much we're doing the same thing on the right hand side. So I'm bringing it down an octave right here. I'm bringing the octave up actually this time. And then what I'm doing is just changing the format and playing with it. So when you play that together, it sounds like this. So let's play that with the main vocal. Alright, so that's the same vocal phrase that we're doing, and then we have some vocal throws that are going on. Now this is a different sample. Other than tuning, there's not much going on here. And then we also have another one where this same vocal is delayed, but it's also again being side chained by the same vocal that's playing. So every time that vocal plays, you don't really hear a lot of this Ovox plugin effect that's going on, as well as the delay and the wave tune. So let's listen to this. All right, so that's all the vocal channels. So let's play all the vocal channels together.
I'm missing the bass. When we're like that, when we're like the same. When we're like that, I'm missing the bass.
All right, so let's listen to that compared to what we had and what we started out with.
I'm missing the bass. When we're like that, when we're like the same.
So as you can tell that adding these plugins really adds a character and the body to these vocals. Now what I also have going on is what this right, left, and the center vocal that's playing, I also have some processing. So I have an Ovox that's compressing. So let's enable that after we start playing it.
I'm missing the bass. I'm missing the bass.
So it's really just cutting through the speakers right to your ears, and then I did some additional EQing right here.
I'm missing the bass.
And then I wanted to add a de-esser.
I'm missing the bass. When we're like that, when we're like the same.
All right, and let's listen to that in the context of the whole song.
I'm missing the bass. When we're like that, when we're like the same.
And then for my quick mastering chain, now this is a bonus, I like to add vitamin at the top. And then I love this ARTG mastering chain live. I usually do the stereo bus spread. And as far as you have a decent amount of processing and mix going on, it does sound good just to kind of bounce it out and listen to it and then make tweaks after. And then last but not least, I have the L3 Ultra Maximizer, the limiter right here. So let's disable that and then play that and enable that.
I'm missing the bass. When we're like that, when we're like the same. When we're like that.
So let's play this part with the drums without any processing.
I'm missing the bass. When we're like that, when we're like the same.
All right, let's play it with it.
I'm missing the bass. When we're like that, when we're like the same. When we're like that, I'm missing the bass.
So that was a quick walkthrough of using Waves plugins and how to use them to mix a vocal in a project that you're already working on. If you're interested in buying some of the Waves plugins, make sure to click the link in the description and go grab your Waves plugins. They do have sales running all the time. I believe right now some of their plugins are only $29 each. So if you are interested in them or trying them, go and grab them at the link in the description. This is a collaboration with Waves, so it does help out the channel if you go and click, but I still wanted to share this because I tend to do it with the stock plugins. I have a template on my website on how to do that, but I also wanted to show it how to use Waves plugins and get a very similar pro sound. That's all for this one. Keep making some dope music. I'll see you at the next one.